I will spank a little red dog's behind. Okay.
Uh-oh. Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean. Please welcome my very special guest, Mark the Spirit Whisperer, and Buttercup, that is trying to get up on Mark's table.
Now she wants to sit in my lap. I don't know. This is her new thing now. That she wants to
I
be in front instead of in behind. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Not for the whole show, though. She usually goes back behind you, right? But in the
Yeah,
beginning,
she
I
used
think
to
she
stay there
just
the whole time, but the past four shows, she's been getting up in the front. Alaska's already got her feet up though, so she's ready.
she's in position.
Yeah, she's already turned upside down. So anyway,
Well,
hi
that's lovely.
everybody.
I'd like to say hello to Sheena Falcon. And Sheena, just let us know that you're still here. And Craig Dixon is here. And he says, Hi, Jean. Hi, Mark. My cousin Loretta is not talking to me. I feel she needs to grow up. I don't mean to hurt her, but she can be cruel sometimes. Do my guides have any advice? Wow. Well, that's a question. I thought you were just saying hello to us, but we'll keep that. Well, I thought he was just trying. He usually like updates us, but I'll keep that as the first question.
I love it.
I promise, Craig, you'll be the first, but let's just say hello. Teresa is here. Miss Moonlight is here. Viviani is here. Hi, Viviani. Thank you for all you do. And Andrea 54 Hector is here. Nice to see you. So nice to see everybody. It's wonderful. So Sheena, just let me know that you're still here and we'll get you next. I have you starred. Um, so let's go ahead and jump in while everybody is waking up. Where I am, it is a little bit rainy and a little bit muggy, so it's sort of like a good day to sleep in. So we don't we, we understand. How about you, Mark? Is it sun shining there?
The sun's out, but the temperature dropped way down. So it's also a nice day to be snuggly bug under the covers with a
That
rotten dog or
You know
cat.
what I like to do at that time? Not only like, like church bazaars, they have church bazaars and it's that kind of weather where it's really sunny, but it's cold. And also garage sales. I love garage sales where your fingers get really cold, like, and you're outside and it's warm when it's outside. But you ever
Yeah,
do garage sales or outdoor like flea market sales? This time of year is just the best for that.
I know because it's that fall air. I just love it. I don't know. That's kind of why I tend to like fall and spring because there's something in the air, both of those seasons that you can kind of breathe and feel or something. I don't know. I like that little crispy cold that you're talking about too. Like when you want to start putting on a sweater or something, but still go out. But it's not like freezing yet, but it's
Uh,
dropping.
right. You need a pullover sweatshirt, but you don't need a coat yet. I
Miss
love it.
Moonlight. Oh, I love that name. I Miss Moonlight.
Hi, Miss Moonlight. And Miss Moonlight, I don't remember your first name. I'm sure you've told us that before. Just tell us your first name. I'm keeping Craig up there so that we know he's the first one. So Karen Doyle is here. Kim C is here. Lisa Keller is here. Nice to see everybody. Lisa Niedermeyer and let me see. Melody is here. Melody Mundell. Very nice.
It's 100.
Uh,
Sure it is. Ah,
she says she's from Australia and she's half asleep. Well, thanks for being here. Good
good
morning, Akil.
Australia.
But good morning, Akila B. And I'm going to be at the Natural Living Expo tomorrow, Mark. It's at one of the big psychic fairs in the area. And anybody in the area, if you are wanting a free ticket, it's in the College Park in the College Park, Maryland area. And I sent Akila B a free ticket. So you get 10 free tickets. Like I can invite 10 free people. But you got to let me know if you're going to be in the area.
Cool.
Um, oh, and Viviani says it's raining in PA as well. Yeah, Miss Moonlight says it's crisp and cold. Okay, I'm going to Bryce's Kent. Okay, I'll get to that, Craig Dixon as well. Sorry, I'm just getting caught up. Hi from London in UK. It's 5:30 p.m. here. Hi, Lizanne of London. Nice to meet you. So nice.
Who did you say was from Australia today? Did you say somebody was?
Melody.
Oh,
Melody Mondell. She says,
yeah,
"Hi there, half asleep,
I
saying
know.
hi from Oz." I think that's what they call themselves, right? Australia, they
Yep,
call it Oz.
I missed saying
Aussies.
their melody.
And Leah Makia is here.
Cool.
I got your question, Leah. So nice to see everybody. Wow, I'm thinking I'm catching up. Uh, uh, everybody's just so supportive in this chat. I have to say, it's really beautiful. I could sit here and just chit chat with the chat all day long. Is that right, Mark?
It's true. And like you'll see, I'll get distracted sometimes because I'll start reading, somebody's, oh, look who's there. It's Tarot Lounge. Start reading somebody's thing, and then I'll get all, oh, then what happened? So I'll get a little distracted. I love it, though. I love all you guys. Like I've said it over and over. I'll be all sleepy and tired, then I'll come on, then you lift me all up. So you're like my coffee.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah, I started wearing like a little Halloween shirt because October will be over in a blink of an eye.
let's see if I can do. Can I do this? Let, oh, that's lovely.
Oh,
Beautiful.
it's got cute cats and pumpkins, spider
And
web.
very nice. That is so you, Mark. It's really, really nice. And you have a certain is it a designer that does that for you?
No, I wish, but no. But I do order them from overseas because you can't really find, or I can't find these kind of prints unless I shop
Mhm.
across the ocean.
Wow, everybody's here, Mark. I think we're the only ones on. But Sarah Ann just wanted to say thank you. Both helped me when my cat Tiny was passing. You brought me such peace from spirit. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome, Sarah.
Oh, I'm happy about that too, Sarah.
You know, we
Little
do
tiny.
we try and bring through the most important message for you to hear and what's for your highest good. And sometimes there's not any kind of a validation when we give messages, but it's really very appreciated and so kind of you to come back and let us know how those messages made a difference in your life.
Yeah,
That's really very sweet of you, so thank you, Sarah Ann.
so I think it's very helpful too.
So we're going to be doing some questions, loved ones, pets, spirit guides, odd happenings, questions that you might have. Mark is an amazing wealth of knowledge. He has an extensive experienced background, and he is just one of the best. And I learn so much from him every time I read with him. So I really love
And
this.
vice
All
versa.
right.
Yes, Tarot Lounge. Questions are open.
All right. So, as promised, let's go ahead and start with Craig Dixon.
Okay.
Hello, Craig. So nice to see you. You're so very kind. My cousin Loretta is not talking to me. I feel that she needs to grow up. I don't mean to hurt her, but she can be cruel sometimes. Do my guides have any advice? Well, people are cruel when they feel defensive, when she feels as though something in her reality is being threatened. And I'm not saying you or what you say, but it's an insecurity of her own. And perhaps she thought she had the corner on the market, so to speak, like she may have been the only one with these gifts. And she sees how prolific and how advanced and everyday you are with your gifts. And perhaps this is threatening to her. And just let her know what we say here. Let her know that they need all of us. It's all of us, no matter in what way that we connect to spirit, is the right way. It is good for the common, for all of humanity. We need all of you together. There's no competition. She may have been threatened before with somebody who was in competition with her, and this may be bringing up some old feelings, but just reassuring her and reminding her, and almost like being the adult in the room and just that might be helpful. But some people, it's important to let them sort of um, watch you, or watch from your example, learn from your example. Just be the authentic and kind, loving soul that you are, Craig, and she will eventually come around. And just try not to hold it against her. If we understand where people are coming from, it doesn't make it right that they are rude to us, but still we can hold the higher ground by understanding where she might be coming from. How about you, Mark?
Well, I think sometimes you push her buttons. And, Craig, you're supposed to, in a way. Like sometimes we're supposed to shake people out of their uh, comfort zone a little bit. And I mean that in a good way. You know what I'm saying? And so you can rile her up or push her belief system. This is just the, oh no, that wasn't the card I wanted to show you. Uh, the Seven of Swords. So there's just a little bit of that sometimes where, oh, that just irritates me or something. Um, she also feels like it's okay if she just says what's on her mind, but not necessarily if other people do. Sometimes there's a little bit of that. Like, it's okay for me to just be like blatantly honest or whatever it is, but don't you try it. It's a little bit of that too. And so I don't know, sometimes this might not sound very nice, but I might give her a little taste of her own medicine occasionally. Anyway, I think she's purposely taking, kind of separating. But part of that, Craig, is about you're continuing to consciously raise your vibration. Like all of us, we try, we're attempting, however, to go along with that. You know what I mean? Even if we might not consciously know what we're doing or whatever, we're still kind of pledged to the good of the universe and the world. And so, you're a little ahead of it, which is what I meant by sometimes you just need to, you purposely push her buttons because they need to be pushed, kind of. So that's part of your agreement. And so kind of just let it go over you if you can, because in a way it's your service. It's like a service agreement a little bit. So she needs to kind of raise it up a little. And then, I do feel like she's going to reconnect again. She says she's not talking to you. She's going to again. Because whether she knows it or not, you know, the relationship's good for her. And she does know it sometimes. Okay. She does that to make me feel good. Yeah, I know. It's kind of like that. So it is like a little bit of a connection. And like not all of our connections with others are just wonderful walks in the park. You know, sometimes we do have some connections with others that like we push each other's buttons. We purposely, what is it? Like instigate or push somebody out of their comfort zone a little bit. And that's part of our relationship or our agreement together. This is what this kind of resonates with me about. A little bit like that. Yeah. So be patient, like Jean was saying, with her, because it's harder. She needs you, or she'd be in a worse shape. You know what I mean?
And believe it or not, even though you may sort of clash, you do raise her vibration. She knows that there's something there. But Craig also says that he's going to Bryce Canyon, Utah with Debbie Freebird and Kim Intuitive View seminar on Halloween.
That sounds fun as heck.
Bring bring some outerwear for sure because it'll be cool.
Yep.
And I wonder if you might want to bring a quick little Halloween costume.
Yeah. Knowing those two, I would think so. That's a
I
lot of
know,
fun. Oh, I'm so glad you're able to go, Craig. What fun.
I know. That's going to be fun.
And
I
I
just,
you're
yeah.
reading, you, I'm probably thinking wrong, but didn't I read for you not too long ago where it was about a little adventure or a little trip? Oh no, this is resonating with that all of a sudden. I don't. Maybe it wasn't you, but I'm going. Oh, I'm so excited that you're going to do that. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, very nice. Everybody wants to be in your suitcase, um, uh, Craig. And Moon Angel is here. Hi, nice to see you. Hi there, Mark and Jean. So, Mark, let me do this one more time. Everybody wants to see that ring of yours.
Oh,
Let me
which one?
let
I
yeah,
guess
that oh my
I got some
goodness.
ones on today. I put on.
I
This is just amethyst. I love that. It's a big old hunk.
wow.
Moonstone, like yeah.
Oh,
And this is my Halloween spatter ring. Very
that's really cool.
crystally, and that's just a crystal band. Yeah, little
Very
sparkle.
nice. Well, we love it. We love it. We absolutely love it. You make it so much fun. Um, okay, so let's go with the next one here that I see. So Monica Starr, she has a quick question. She said, "I'm having issues with my teeth and need help finding out what's going on." That's a different question.
Yeah,
I think that like Louise Hay, she has like uh, sort of spiritual meanings behind certain ailments. If you want to look that up, Monica Starr, I'm not sure if you've taken a look at that. Like Louise Hay says, if you have knee problems, you have guilt about something, or if you have back problems, you don't feel supported, or there's like different kind of things that line up. I know that Allie is really good at knowing all of these, but it's Louise Hay, Heal Yourself, and you might want to look there as well. But let's tune in and see what we can find out.
hmm.
I'm getting very, very little bits and pieces. I'm not getting a full. I'm getting that there is something that you don't want shown. There's something that you feel is important to be cloaked in some way. Perhaps you're protective of something. Like they're just showing me you smiling and then going like this. Like you don't want to show. There's something that you just don't want to reveal, and it's nothing that you're hiding. It's just something that you want to hold protected and close to you. There's something that you want protected about revealing something. And I'm also getting a little bit of security. There's something about security. I'm not sure if there was something in your childhood or it could even be a past life about you feeling secure. And Mark, what are you getting? I'm not really getting anything very solid.
Yeah. Has it been going on a long time, Monica? Because it feels like no. I'm just thinking. Um, because I feel like it's not anything like if you went to the dentist. I'm not sure it'd be something obvious. Like here I go. I feel like it's in part energetic or vibrational. It's almost like this sounds really weird, but like picking up a radio signal and it's like a little pinched, and so it's like a frequency thing, and so it makes a little pain or a little ache. I'm wondering if it is like are you having like a toothache or what? I just keep seeing like radio signal, like a thing, but I don't mean from a radio. It feels vibrational. But I think it's temporary because I first I thought that you need to have a tooth pulled because I right now need to have a tooth pulled. So
Oh,
that's on my mind and in my mouth. Uh, yes, an ache. Okay, thanks, sweetie. I appreciate that. But I drew some cards which make me think it's kind of fleeting and it's going to shift out. And that again makes me think it's sort of vibrational. But I get Six of Swords where it's like going to move from where it's at back into a calmer state. Four of Wands, kind of back happy and healthy at home, feeling okay. Then the Chariot, so I think it's going to kind of move on out pretty quickly. It sounds a little weird, but just ask Spirit to bring some balance in there because it's like it's kind of taking you off balance a little bit. Hold on, I'm just bringing Dwell Cool's coming in. He said, yeah, it's energetic. So he's going to do just a little bit, sweetie. Energetic, if you're open to it. Mm-hmm. I kind of feel it more in the back of my mouth, but again, I'm currently having mouth stuff, so yeah. Well, I'm hearing it's going to go. I wonder how long it's been going on. But I'm not sure a dentist can help at this point. I don't feel like it, but anyway.
so you think it has to do with frequency and vibration,
Yeah.
and something is out of sync or out of alignment in her environment, perhaps even like the water, or perhaps if there's a power line around her or something, could be interrupting her natural body's rhythm to bring health and healing to her teeth, perhaps.
Yep. Yes. It seems just slightly off. So, like when Dwalko was coming in, he was moving it back. So it's like it was just a little slight off center. It's almost like so this frequency, this energy came through. It kind of reminds me of what a lot of us do as energy workers. But when it hit, it went, and it's a little bit about grounding. So I would think, connecting to nature would be a good thing to do. Just, I know it sounds a little like, well, how could that help? But just, kind of grounding your feet into the earth again, doing a little bit more grounding. In general, we can all do that, pretty much kind of wake up and ground would be a good idea. But so I'd like to know if Monica, it should get better. And he's saying like readily, like in a day or two. That's what I'm hearing from DK. So,
Yeah.
I'd like to know.
Yeah. Put a message in the bottom of this video or email Mark and let him know, please, Monica. That would be really very much appreciated so that Mark can fine tune and understand how to use, how Dwell Cool, to interpret Dwell Cool's healing assistance. It helps us to understand and use them just a little bit finer. So, she says, thank you. You're very welcome. So I do see there's so many people in the chat giving suggestions and recommendations, but this one I thought was really interesting. She said, I used a red light on my tooth, and that has felt weird too. Also, oil pulling, which is, I mean, both of these things are holistic and very. It's a possibility to add on top of the healing that was just done as well.
What's oil pulling?
Well, you put the oil in your mouth and you sort of like pull it through your teeth like a,
oh,
and then like you pull it through your teeth, and it's supposed to be very invigorating and very healing and stimulating.
What kind of
Um,
oil?
Pardon?
What kind of oil?
I don't know if it's castor oil. I don't know.
Ugh.
Bright shiny ray. Let us know what kind of oil. It actually is. It's very healthy for your teeth, is what they say. I've heard of it before. And I just want to give a shout out to Craig Dixon. Thank you very much for the super chat. That was very sweet of you. I appreciate your generosity. That was we appreciate all of your support. Everybody's support in every way that you do for both Mark and myself. Thank you.
Coconut.
Um,
Have
what did
anybody
she say?
after dental care?
Oh,
Yeah.
coconut oil is very popular. There you go. Okay.
Hey, Robert.
And she said, doesn't it detox coconut oil, olive oil, healthy oil?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Olive
see?
oil. Yeah.
Now everybody, look, I knew there was something to this. Keeping a clove near the hurting tooth helps too. I mean, these are ancient, you know, um, home remedies that have passed down through generations that it's just amazing. So let
It's
us know.
good too, Rishi, because back in the day when you used to put that tooth medicine in, it reminded me of cloves. You used to put those drops in there to help with the toothache, and I wonder it probably came from clove, but I could see how that would work. Coconut oil, yeah. Look at everybody, I love it. Oh, replacing old veneer crown. Yeah, because I did see the dentist at the beginning. That's why I kept thinking, wait, is this just a dental? But this seems a little different there. But yeah, I knew you were probably seeing the dentist.
And not just that, Monica, you're much more sensitive these days. The humanity is raising their vibration, and we're getting sensitive to the energies around us, which makes our body much more sensitive. I know when I go to the dentist, I take like 3 days just to get over a cleaning because it's so invasive.
Oh,
I'm hypersensitive, and our bodies are really sensitive. Well, all the best to you, Monica, and thank you very much for being such a good sport and taking advice and suggestions from everyone. Oh, here you go. Book Bewitched says I've used clove oil on the tooth. I think, yeah,
cool.
yep,
Love it. I love that
yep.
everybody brings out all of their good old knowledge.
I love it too. I love it too.
And then
It's so
this is why I can't stop reading. It's like, okay, I can't. I'm supposed to be, like doing the reading. I can't read everybody's comments. Yeah, I love it.
yep.
I'm
Okay.
gonna try that oil thing.
Yes, you could do
It
it
sounds
too.
horrible,
Isn't
but
it funny that I chose that?
yeah, I know.
Okay, so Tara Lounge says, "Is my daughter's cat Itty Bitty doing okay moving away to art college with her?" Well, I don't think that Itty Bitty would be able to separate from your daughter. I think she may have a little bit of jet lag, so to speak, and a little bit of nervousness and discombobulation. But I think that even with that, with the move, it's better for her to be with your daughter than to not go. But I do see both things going on. What do you see, Mark?
Well, hi Priscilla. I think she's not gonna be just like, oh boy, that was great at the beginning. It's gonna be a little bit of like, well, that was a little more than I was prepared for. So, it's gonna be a little, oh no, help. But once we get settled into the new place, and even then it's gonna be about a week probably before she'll get really settled into the new area, because cats in general don't particularly like change. They're not great with it. Um, Dogs are a little better with it, but like Jean's saying, it's all about staying with her human. And so it's worth it in the end. And so she's willing to go through it for that. But it's going to be a little, whoa, always a lot. It makes me think of when I moved. Oh, she's now getting settled. Yeah, great. When I moved from California to here, and all my pets had to come in an RV, and it was a big, it was quite a thing. It's not going to be that dramatic, but a little bit. And she is, little Puss there, is a little dramatic, I'm feeling, and will, but she was born to be with my daughter, yeah, and will let her feelings be known to your daughter.
I see her crying, 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 meow, 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 meow. Like just, and you're almost saying, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" But that's just her way of getting it out so that she can get in the groove. She's not. She's just letting you know that she's not comfortable yet. And that, I see her crying a lot, like,
There's
like
drama.
yeah.
I see that she's prone to the dramatic, and she's going to let your daughter know that. And furthermore, and also, and then, and I don't, and no, she has a lot of, this is not, no. And where's my feeding station? And I don't particularly like this place to sleep. There's a lot of, let me make myself clear, but it's going to all work out though.
Yeah, little itty bitty. I could see that right away, Tara Lounge. But that is really, really good, princess. It's a really good question, and she said she's solid, princess. But she's going to need a little bit of time, a little bit of hand holding, a little bit of attention and tender love and care. But she would rather be there than anywhere else in the world. So
I know. It's like itty bitty goes to college. I love it.
Yeah, that is cute. That is cute. Thank you for your question. That was really nice. Okay, so Joyful Journey is here. Thank you very much. We have lots of questions. I don't know where all of them went. Okay, meet Lise. Okay, yeah, I know. We're not going to be able to get to everybody, but we're going to try. Joyful Journey. What do my spirit guides want me to know? So let's tune into Joyful Journey. They want you to get in conversation with them. They want you to become more familiar and more involved in an everyday kind of situation and talk to them and confer with them, they're saying. Almost like in every decision that you make, in everything that you do, sort of like just pause a moment and sort of listen or feel in your gut what you feel they might be saying to you. They want you to get used to hearing them and to get used to listening to messages or listening to guidance. They said that they are guiding you, and you can hear them when they shout or when they are like, do something really big or do a big synchronicity for you to kind of get your attention. But they want you to get more familiar into this everyday and this everyday connection. How about you, Mark?
I like your name, Joyful Journey, and your joy there. Especially Pan likes me to call him the God in joy, and I love joy. They're talking to me about that a little bit, about how you carry that. And that's not, it's no mistake you chose that as your screen name. That you do bring joy with you, and you kind of teach joy because you want to experience it fully. So they're telling me that you and your spirit and your energy has the ability to turn this Three of Swords, broken heart, sad, upset, upside down. So you bring the joy in it, because I got this upside down, not right side up. So it's saying you can take that sad heart and turn it upside down and bring out the good. Also, I also got the Justice upside down. So, bringing balance to an unjust situation, bringing out the good points, kind of that energy of, well, the glass half full side of it would be this, or there's a positive, kind of pointing out that. You might say, I don't do that, Mark, but this is what I'm hearing. And that because, that upside down heart came with the stabs in it, what came instead is the bright, shiny sun. So, bringing that sun, that joy of life, joie de vie, is that a thing? Um, to people, like on the daily. And you kind of channel that energy, and that's a good thing. And they want you to acknowledge it more than you do, and continue with that. They want to remind you what a service that is. Bringing the sun where it might be dark and cloudy, and that you are good at it, maybe better than you think, even. And just that energy. You know how when sometimes you have a friend or something that walks into the room and the room just kind of lights up or lifts up just because they're there all of a sudden? That's kind of an energy I'm feeling with you, sweetie. Okay, joyful energy.
Thank you very much. And Wiki says Joe de Vive is definitely a thing. Thank you, Wiki. She's such a wonderful support, isn't she? So
Uh,
wonderful. And I have my pendulum in my hand. I was about to say to connect with your pendulum, get using your pendulum for everyday connection. And if nothing else, do the muscle testing. You know how you link your fingers in, yes and no, and get used to feeling the different subtle energies from a yes to a no. Some people find that they rock forward, or they're drawn forward for a yes, or they kind of like lean back for a no. And whatever works for you, whether it's this or whether it's the leaning, just try and get something that you can sort of rely on each and every day, on just mundane things, like should I park at this parking spot or should I go to the other parking spot? Just kind of feel your way through life. They're talking to you, and they want you to know. So, and I did see Ellen K, or K Ellen here. Hi, K Ellen. She says she's talking through her. She wants to know, can she talk to her spirit guides through her pendulum? And she wants to know what her guides want to know, because she asked the question as I was about to say it.
oh,
We're,
yeah.
we're going to go with K
Okay.
Ellen next.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
and Joyful Journey says, thank you, Mark. So beautiful.
You're
You're welcome.
welcome, hon.
Okay. Oh, it's the finger. Somebody asked me to show this. You hold your hand like this, you hold your hand like this, you put them together. And then if you say yes, show me a yes and show me a no. So yes for me is staying together, no is falling apart. So if I say, is my name Jean, or am I 7 feet tall? And test it. It's just like the same with your pendulum, but it's
Right.
just like a muscle testing. And it's something in a pinch, it's really easy to do.
It's like a form of kinesiology, but I better with the pendulum. I feel like I cheat when I try to do the fingers.
Or that you get tired,
Or just,
from doing.
I don't know. I don't trust it as much. Just me. I know some people like Cash Peters, for example. He loves the muscle testing. I tried it and tried, but just for me, the pendulum works better. I don't know. It's individual, like all that kind of stuff is.
Yeah. All right. So let's see what her guides want to know. Yeah.
First of all, yes, you can talk to them using your pendulum. Just and when you start, say, would you speak to me through the pendulum? Give them that, and they will. Uh, because that's really, in my opinion, it is spirit communicating to it. A lot of times I think it's kind of your higher self, but you can actually ask for an individual. Um, I'll ask Pan to talk to me through the cards and stuff like that, or the pendulum. Cards or pendulum. But the cards are another thing that spirit can use to talk to you. Like in a more, there it is right in front of your face. It's hard to ignore it. You don't have to trust so much on your inner hearing, although great if you do. But so cards are another great tool. But pendulum, yep. And I'm hearing, yeah, we already are talking to you using those things.
Yeah. I think that Kay Ellen, you have much more in your future, much more connection. I'm not sure if you've taken any Reiki classes yet, but they want you to get into more of energy, sensing energy, energy healing, energy flow, and connecting with the spirit guides in order to deliver energy. You are a light worker and you are a natural healer, and you're going to be doing much, much more of this. They're letting me know that your soul, your subconscious knows this already, and it is directing you and leading you in that direction. Trust it and move forward and be confident. And if you're not sure whether to take a class or not, take it. You're going to make connections, if nothing else. And it's um, it's pretty strong, and they're showing me that you have a higher self or a subconscious that is very much aware of this already and is leading you towards it. And it's just our little ego mind or our analytical mind that puts doubt or judgment on our abilities. But don't worry about that. They're leading you towards it. Go for it. Go forward. If you have an inclination or if you see something and you're like, should I just move forward on it? It's definitely in your future and on your path.
Yeah, I pulled three quick cards on that about, what did they want to tell you. And they're saying it's a time of celebration, it's a time of abundance, it's a time of accomplishment and gratitude. So all that. So there's the 9 of coins and the 3 of cups. So they're saying it's a time to receive, be open, kind of typical harvest energy, but also acknowledging that your work so far is paying off and to celebrate that. And it's going to continue forward kind of dramatically. And so, because they got this Knight of Swords, that could be like a class or learning, mental stimulation, mental energy, but coming fast. We're on the journey. Here we go. And so jump on for the ride. So that would be like, a new, when we're talking about, oh, it's a great time for gratitude, Thanksgiving, abundance, celebration. So that would be opportunities coming in for you to take part in. So, the spirit goes, oh, we put this opportunity in front of you because it's going to lead to, a greater thing. So pretty much what Jean was saying, I feel. But that's what they're trying to tell you, that, we're going for it.
You're one of us. You're
Yeah.
one of us for sure. So I just wanted to pop this up. Miss Moonlight, you're so sweet. She says, no reading for me. I'm just listening. I love Mark and your energy. So positive.
Thank you, sweetie.
It raises all of our vibrations. He raises my vibration for sure. We love reading together, and you who are empathic or connected can also feel that as well. So thank you very much for that kind comment there, Miss Moonlight. I appreciate that.
Sure.
I see here. Okay. I see Andrea 54 Hector, and I also see, there was somebody else I actually meant to hit. Okay, it was Lisa Keller. Lisa, you're going to be next after Andrea. So, Lisa or Andrea says, any channel messages from my father Hector? He passed away on December 9th, 2019. Okay, or Grandma Ermelinda. Okay, I see. You're welcome, Ellen. That really resonated with her, Mark. I love that.
Oh, good.
Andrea, Mother Hector. Is Ermelinda his mother? I'm thinking it is.
Yeah,
I'm feeling that there's a very strong family. It's almost like you followed the traditions of your father's family rather than your mother's family. It was a little bit of both, but but your father's family was much more dominant in the family, like sort of traditions or celebrations, or he had a bigger family, or their family was more involved with you and your family. There's something strong with that connection. I'm not sure if Ermelinda had lived with you, or lived, or Hector had taken care of Ermelinda. There's something very strong and very proud, from that lineage, that ancestry line, and Ermelinda, she's coming through, and I feel like your dad is saying that he took care of everything. Like he looked at his mother. Okay, she said yes, she is, and she helped her transition over. Wow, wow. Andrea said that she helped her grandmother transition, and yeah, she is her dad's mother. So there's something really strong there, that there is a really strong connection, and that Ermelinda is such a matriarch and had such a strong impact on the family. But Hector came in and said, "I'm going to, take care of everything." And it broke his heart when your grandmother fell ill, or started to decline in her age, and Hector was, it almost destroyed him, because of the love and the he knew what Ermelinda went through in order to survive in this world, and he vowed, from a young boy, that he would take care of her forever, in a very healthy way too. It wasn't imbalanced or anything. It's like, if you marry me, you're marrying my brother, all my sisters, and my grand. You're marrying the whole family. Like, and your mom was like, "Yes, Hector. We're following your family's traditions." I just feel like a really strong tradition. So let me go ahead and get a message from Ermelinda. She's saying that you are a lot like her, Andrea. She's saying you carry the torch for her. You carry the feminine line, the feminine strength. I'm not sure if you cook some of her um, dishes, or some of the traditional dishes, and she loves it when you do this. She's also showing me you making not hand pies. I don't know what made me say hand pies, but they're little round discs of dough, and I'm not sure if you cook these, or if you put something in them and cook them. But she's saying that it really pleases her to see that you do these things by hand, and she just wants you to know that she loves you. She's watching over you, and that she's sending you blessings. She's very, very sweet, and very religious, and does not want to interfere, but just wants to send her love and her blessings. So that's what I'm getting from her. Oh, they're empanadas. Oh my gosh.
That's
So she says, "Yep, that's how it was." And she said, "Yeah, empanadas." Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And she said she helped her transition. I just wanted to pop that up there for everybody.
right.
Wow. That was really powerful, Andrea. So go ahead, Mark.
Did I just have one quick question? Did your dad pass before your grandmother? I'm wondering. I don't know. Something about that is kind of working in my brain. Um, because they're together. I see that over there together. Um, the oh, he passed after her. Okay. There was something about they're talking to me about the timing of their passing or something. So that's why I was asking that. I was just not clear on what he's trying to tell me about. What about the past in relation, like their relationship to their passing? So I don't know what that's about. But they also are talking about you right now, that don't worry, he says, everything's going to work out. So I don't know if you're looking to create something new, or maybe you're looking at a new job or a new opportunity. But he's saying there's been a little bit of a waiting period, but don't worry. Okay, in 2019. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they were talking about timing a little bit there. maybe it was about the way they. I don't know. I'll have to just sit with that. Uh, but he's also talking about, you know, don't lose faith. Keep the faith. Everything's going to work out the way that suits you. So I don't know if you're like got something like that on your mind and you've been thinking about it and wondering about it. But he's watching you. They both are really, and they like look to the look ahead and see that everything's going to fall into place. They still are there together. Like they can come together. They say we come together. It's not like they're together all the time, but they can come together. Um, I feel like this past full moon, for some reason I want to talk about that moon. Um, their energy was really close around you for some reason. What was this full moon called? It was called something.
I don't recall. Yeah. It was like a super moon, some sort of a super moon.
Something
Yeah.
about that moon energy. They were around you, or they heard you, or they were with the moon, or something like that. Because they do check in. They check in and out. They hear you when you call on them. They support you and watch out for you. Yeah. And I think that's what he's talking about. Don't worry. It's all going to work out. Everything's working out. Try not to worry. I don't want you to worry. Of course, that's a typical parent. Don't worry. It'll all work out. But he thinks it will. He says there's been a little bit of, it's almost like a little slow, uh, a dip in the energy, but it's going to pick back up again, is what he's telling me. So that we're shifting out of that lull, whatever that is. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if that helped or not, Andrea, but that's what I got.
So I do know that he said it absolutely just destroyed him when your grandmother passed. It was something that he didn't think he could deal with because he loved and honored her so much. He wanted to save her. He felt like he could save her, and when he couldn't, it really broke his heart. But he wants you to know that we're not gone. We're not gone. We're still here. We are still existing. We are just in a different realm, and it doesn't have to be this heartbreak and destroying people when we pass, because we're still here. And he just wants to reassure you of this as well. um oh, she said it helped her very much, Mark. Thank you.
I'm
um,
glad, sweetie. I always do pray, you guys. I don't do it on screen, but before we start, just so you know, I do pray and ask Spirit and my guides to come through and provide the highest, best, guidance for whoever, and allow me to interpret it in the way that serves everybody to the highest. So that's what my goal is and my intention, and I hope it comes through. But I want you to know that it's not as, I just want you to know that that happens before we start, for me anyway.
yeah. Thank you very much, Andrea. That was really very sweet. So I do see that Lisa Keller has an interesting question. I actually haven't read it all the way through. And Lizanne of London, I'm going to take your question next. She says, "Hi, my dad reincarnated? If so, is he in my family? My first granddaughter was born in May. Is he her? Just wondering. Dad's name is Engval Knutson, called him Bud. He passed 2/15/04. Engval Knutson. And is he your. Let me just use my pendulum on a reincarnated. But Mark, you're so good at this. If you want to jump in first, please do so.
Well, I talked to Engvall before
Oh,
because that name stands out. Because I remember I was talking about I played a character named Knutson, um, and this guy. They're not Scandinavian, but yeah, we call him Bud. Yeah. So we're wondering if he has reincarnated. But I just wanted you to know I remember him because we talked to him. I remember he was saying he always had a thing about his name, that people always had a thing about it. Yeah.
Sorry, this thing jumps.
Yeah.
Hi, Allie, Heart and Soul Connected. Hi, Allie. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming by.
Hi,
Everybody's
Allie.
popping in there.
I love you, Allie. Let me see here if I'm getting anything about reincarnation. Bud, are you going to talk today? Trying to get a. Did you do your pendulum on that one?
I did. Let me jump in then while you're doing that, Mark. I did get that he was not, I got a no for if he's reincarnated. But as I was getting that information, he's saying that his traits, his energy, it's almost like you can see him through her eyes, almost like when she smiles or some mannerisms are a lot like her. And she may not have known him. In fact, I don't know how old your granddaughter is or if she was alive when your dad was alive, but she may not have even known him. But there's mannerisms that she does. There's sort of like an expression on her face that just reminds you so much of your dad. And this is his essence. This is him expressing himself through your granddaughter. He can come in and sort of create, I don't know. There's like a an energy around her that is very much like his. And he may be favoring her, he may be watching over her, he may be doing these things to her when she was a baby and saying, and now she goes just like he did. And you're like, oh my gosh, she does that just like he did because she saw him before she came into this world. Also, when she was a baby, he would be around her a lot. And he does favor her. She does favor him. And, but I don't think it's actually him. I just think his essence and his influence and his energy is around her a lot. They are close in the soul family. How about you, Mark?
Yeah. I feel like he's still on the other side, balanced, steady as you go. Um, I feel like he probably will reincarnate. He's thinking about that. I'm not sure it's there yet, but he is looking at presenting it all together, like coming back again with integrity. But he's still up there doing stuff. I think that's what I'm hearing. But there's a little stuff about your granddaughter coming through too. I feel like she has been in this family unit before in one way or another. So I don't get, I mean, I think dad's there watching and is energetically, he's around, but I don't think he's in her specifically. But I think she has been in this family before. So he's familiar with her soul and her spirit. He's saying, yeah, we're familiar. We know she comes from the lineage of the family, like has been incarnated. We have incarnated together, he's saying. And she has been with some of the family members before. Uh, this isn't the same mother though, so she's born to a different mother, I feel like. But he says you kind of recognizing it because she's a part of our, I don't know, it sounds funny, incarnation group or family group, like so it's weird. Yeah, it is like you are tuning in that somebody's reincarnated here. But he's saying it's not me, but it is a family member. It's not one I don't think you know. It seems farther away. You know, you may that you know in this life. I'm saying you probably are aware of them, but this might be the first time you're experiencing them in this life.
Was she his mother or his grandmother? I'm getting mother. I'm getting maybe it was his mother reincarnating as your granddaughter or his grandmother. There is a very close tie with your dad and a family member of his. I'm not sure if it was his mother that is being reincarnated. This is why she's so similar to your dad. What do you get? What do you feel when I say that? And it's okay if I'm wrong. I was just getting like a little inkling,
Well, I
Mark.
feel like when you say those two, I'm kind of going grandmother because I don't
Okay.
think Lisa met them.
Right.
But if you didn't meet his grandmother, that would be a clue. But I feel like, I mean, his mother, but I feel like you did meet his mother. So I think it's more his grandmother. Oh, and the pendulum's going, yes, grandmother, grandmother. Yeah, because he knows her, but I'm not sure you ever met her. Uh, or knew, really knew her in this lifetime. He keeps saying in this lifetime. So you are familiar energetically because he keeps saying it's in our family lineage. So that makes it feel like it was before him, like he's descended, and so are you. Oh, you didn't get to meet your dad's mom either. Okay. And that
I
just,
see that it's close to his heart. This is why he has such a closeness to your granddaughter from the other side. It's somebody who is close to his heart that is now your granddaughter and why he's around her a lot, watching over her soul
well, that gave
too.
me goosebumps all up and down the back when you said, I haven't met my dad's mom. And when I said, if you haven't met her, that'll be a clue. And then Coach Jill's went rushing up my spine. So I feel like it is then, Grandma. uh, because he kept saying, yeah, you didn't know her. You didn't know her in this lifetime. He keeps on saying this lifetime. I get it, Dad. Uh, but so that's interesting to me that Grandma, you know, is now your granddaughter. That's there's a weird thing about that I'm hearing, like the grandma granddaughter kind of thing. Huh. I think that's why you picked up on that, or you were curious about it. You're going, why do I think this?
Yeah. Um, Is she my dad's grandma who I didn't meet? Could be. It could be. And it could be. When we say this, it is an aspect of their soul. It
Right,
is not the exact reincarnation of this person, this human, because we as humans are only a fractal of our soul. So
right.
when we go back to the other side and we join with all the other fractals of our soul, and then there's a reincarnation, but there are sort of like characters or personalities or essence. There's like an essence or a vibration that is it within the fractals that are reincarnated because we are it's almost like new improved and plus there's new DNA from the child's family member that is not within your lineage. Like, is it your daughter's daughter or it's your son's daughter? I don't know, but whatever lineage, whatever factor that is, like they do come through as a fractal that is a little bit different, but the strong tendencies are within that one family line. So that's really good, Lisa, that you're picking up on that and trust that and write these things down for when she's, later on in life when she's 18 and she decides on what she wants to do with her life or it's really very interesting. Okay, so she said, I'm going to meet my granddaughter for the first time later this month. She's in Japan. My son Aaron is in the Navy. Wow. Okay, so it's your son's daughter. How lovely. How lovely. And you're really going to enjoy Japan. How lovely. Oh,
Lisa, I
Lisa.
think though, if you didn't meet your dad's mom, I know now I think you're saying you didn't meet either one of them, but I'm going with your dad's mom because I think I got that grandmother word because that would be your grandmother. Because, in the beginning, I'm going, it's either his grandmother or his mother. So if you didn't meet his mom, which I don't think you did, that's what I'm going to go with. But, really, you'll know better than me because what do I know? But that's kind of what's zooming in there for me. You might also get a stronger hit when you meet the baby.
Yes. Oh, wow. That was good, Mark.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Trust that first instinct. Record yourself so you don't forget it.
Right.
Because I feel like she's going to have like a not a download, but an instant reaction
Yeah.
because it's very high energy, very high energy.
Oh,
She
you
said,
see your son too.
I can't wait. Miss my son. Haven't seen him in 2.5 years. Oh my goodness. That's a long time, Lisa. Well, we're just wishing you all the best. Thank you for such an interesting question. I knew Mark would love this and really develop it and really unravel it and figure it all out. I loved it. I
That
loved
might
it.
have been the
So,
first one of those really online. That
oh,
exact kind of question, you know.
right, right,
I love it.
right. Good. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. So I see that. Which one is it that I saw? Lizanne, I wanted to get to you. And she said, one of my cats passed away. I saw a golden glow at the end of the bed some years back now. So, could this golden glow be one of her cats that passed away? Let's see what you may know right away, but I'm going to just check with the spirit guides, Mark.
Well, I want you to say the kitty cat's name.
Oh, okay.
If
Yes,
you,
Liz, if you could. Yeah, we'll need to know which one.
uh, well, plus
Lizanne.
the cat just wants her name said, so there's that. I'm getting just please say my name. Say my name. Say my name. Uh, but let me look here. Little puss, puss, puss. Glow at the end of my bed. Yeah. You're still here, Lizanne. I love that you're here from London.
I'm getting angel or angelic energy,
Yep.
and which still could be the cat, but let me see. Yeah, Lysium was just here a moment ago,
Sometimes it takes a bit, depending.
all the way from London too, right?
Oh, that's cool, Lisa. Well, I'd love to know the kitty's name, but I think it was. It was like a greeting, like a visit or greeting to see about you. Um, I think this little cat. Did this little cat sleep with you? I feel like they chose the bed on purpose for the visit. They bring forth like an energetic, you know, it's like their light body. And then depending on the person, sometimes you can see it and sometimes you can't. I just think you saw it. It
Mm.
was like the light version of her, like the spirit, light body feels like. That's what they travel in, just like we do when we go on the other side. But I'm going to say, I think it was. What are you feeling? Mm,
I'm getting an angelic vibration and a soul that is coming back to sort of watch over you at night, and it could be the cat's soul, but I'm just getting an angelic vibration that is a soul that loves you, watches over you, and it could be. I'm not getting definitely with the cat, and like you said, it could have been the name that I'm missing, but I'm just feeling it's a high vibration, loving soul that is watching over you and sort of like showing gratitude towards you. And when things are very still and our analytical mind is asleep, these energies are able to kind of float in and out of our realm a little easier, so that when we're waking up or when it's quiet at night, these things are more likely to happen around us. Um, So that's what I was getting. It's hard to know for sure without the name, like you said, Mark. But
Right.
I, she was here a second ago. I did see her in the chat,
I know. So
but thank you, Liz Dan of
un-
London, for your question.
circumstances happen. I just want to show you one card I pulled. This little bee, choose non-action. But what I'm seeing is like that little cat energy just kind of floating down to greet you. It's like a little, it didn't take much effort. It just like, I'm going to go visit. And, it was about love. See this little love bug? It just was attracted to that love energy and kind of responded. That's what I'm hearing. And it looked like a little angelic visit or a little angel. Because I don't think it was like a gigantic light. You could correct me. It feels like it was more of a little cute, almost like a fairy light or something, like smaller kind of. But I kind of get the kitty cat energy. Anyway, there you
Yeah.
go.
But thank you, Liz Ann, and thank you, Mark. That was really nice. So I have Lisa Niedermeyer. She says, "Hi, I'd like to hear from my sister Rebecca Myers. She passed at age 49." And then I see that Lisa also wrote, "I hope to hear from her. She passed from cancer throughout her body. She became deaf, blind, and was on experimental drugs in Boston. I know it was her sole contract, but all of us ask why anyway." So I'm very sorry to hear that, Lisa, about your sister and Rebecca. So let's see if we can connect. But I think this was an honorable thing that her soul had chosen to do to help so many others after her, if they were to, uh, have the same illness that she did, or the same is it an imbalance or a disease that she did. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez, Lisa, I can feel it. Yeah, it was almost yeah. Uh, uh there is a lot of question, and it was almost like I hear the word needless. It was a needless suffering, I feel, is what she went through. But she wanted to do it. She wanted to be of service for others and not have others go through what she went through. But I do see that some of the experimental drugs were um, not favorable to her. And like you said, she went deaf and blind, and this was the tragedy on top of the tragedy, which made it a compounded type of it affected the family as well as her. But even though she agreed to it, it was really very hard to watch. And I'm so sorry, Lisa, about your sister. So let's see what she wants to say. Let's see I'm feeling your pain, your um, the family's reaction. So Rebecca is. I love the way she spells it with the H. I like that. Rebecca Myers.
Like,
I
well,
see.
go ahead, Steve.
I just see her on skis. But go ahead. I'm not. I'm just tapping in. So go ahead, Mark, if you have something.
Well, this is what I'm hearing. Um, her soul took it on as a learning experience for herself, but also to help um, expand humanity's thinking. So here's the thing they're talking to me about: death and dying aren't real. Uh, Illness, disease, they're um, figments of our imagination. I know this little pushes things, but um, so in an effort for humanity to understand this, that there could be life on the earth without that. It's like a group agreement. We agree. Oh, we agree to death, illness. No matter what you are, you can still get really sick and be taken out with horrible disease. And, you know, it's proven time and time again. There's lots of proof. So it's really impossible not to believe in it, you know. So part of that, and part of that experience of experiencing this firsthand, dramatically, for a lot of people to go through it with you, is an effort to get beyond it. Now, I don't even, you know, I've lost so many people to disease, but on some level, I get it when you tell me this. And so, on that level, it's about you humanity sometimes can't make a change until it has no choice, kind of a thing. And so we just get inundated with it. So what am I trying to say here? It's a test about faith and belief. And is it even possible, even though we think all things are possible, but is that possible? That maybe disease, death and dying isn't a thing we need to go through? Is it even? You know, can we get those lessons without that physical experience? And especially disease, you know, that you're here on the physical plane, but your physical body isn't supporting you in a way that, you know, brings happiness and joy and all that stuff. So on some level, that's part of the why of it. And, you know, it's service. And souls volunteer for different kinds of services and say, well, I can go through that and see if I can make a difference. And sometimes it makes sense to us on the earth plane. It's something that makes more sense when you cross over, you know. But I think about, even with COVID and a lot of souls taking that opportunity as an opportunity to transition and stuff like that, a lot of that is about just belief system and figuring out how to change it, is what I'm hearing. And so in that way, your sister was part of that service, serving herself, looking to see, you know, sometimes you have to experience that to realize that wasn't necessary. So when she gets on the other side, she goes, oh, well, maybe I didn't need to go blind, and maybe I didn't need to go all that, you know. Because I do think you review and you go, oh, why would I? And even if it was a soul's agreement, it's so you to get beyond it, you know. And so, I don't know. For me, sometimes for me to make a positive change, I have to get all filthy and dirty and the other thing first. And then I go, ew, yuck. And go, well, that was stupid. I don't know why I did all that, but I needed to get all in it before I could get out of it, kind of a thing. And it's sort of reminds me of that. I don't know. I probably didn't make any sense at all in that whole big thing, but that's kind of what
Yeah.
she wanted to say.
Yeah, Lisa, and she did say it felt like it was her soul's destiny to be of service to humanity. And what she's telling me is that she received many accolades. Her soul has ascended and her soul has evolved, and she learned so much on the other side from going through this. And she's received accolades for going through this suffering in a lifetime and being brave enough to allow her soul to evolve and to elevate. She said, I did see her on skis, and she said she's skiing in this most beautiful, peaceful surroundings with magical blessings around her. And she said, when she skis, it's all downhill. Like it's all just ease and thrill and excitement and just like blowing with the wind. So I'm not sure if anybody skis in your family or if you feel something, some wind around you, but she said she is with you and she is very high vibration, and that she wants to lift your sort of like wipe away those memories and that tragic turmoil that the whole family had to go through while she chose to go through this. But she wants you to know that she has been rewarded, and she is shining brightly on the other side and watching over the family. It's almost like she took one for the team, is what I'm hearing her say as well. But yeah, so that she's very, very courageous and very majestic, and is quite reverent as well, that Rebecca has elevated to this, like her energy now. I see her as she is now and not how she was in this world. And perhaps this is what she wants you to think about too, is how she is now and not how she was in this world. Yeah, she wants to end the suffering that is in your memory as well.
It
So
also
all of
it freed her spirit quite a bit from the whole idea of illness and stuff. Just by going through it, it did elevate, but she did learn, she did release. It gave her a new sense of freedom, kind of like that weird stuff I was talking about. It did make a positive difference. She is saying, it was service, even though it can seem weird, I was able to serve myself, because I feel like it helped her to raise, um, to realize more fully who she is and who we are.
Yeah, all the best to you, Lisa. Let us know. So Liz Ann is responding. It looks like perhaps she was like behind. You know how sometimes, I'm
I
not
know.
sure if it's YouTube but maybe she was a little bit behind. But she was talking about the cat, and
Oh,
she said, yes, we were close. And she said, where is she? She said the cat's name was Mila, but she's saying that she's here. Her name is Mila, and she's sort of responding to us as if we were talking about it. I'm not sure how far behind you are, Lizanne, but she probably won't hear this until later. Okay, so she did say also that most of her family are on the other side now, so it could have been
right.
um, many different souls. But and then this is Lisa Niedermeyer getting back to her. She goes, thank you so much. Her husband and autistic high school daughter are now traveling around the world in between boarding school. Perspective is different, living in the now. They are. Wow, how beautiful is that? She's really watching over them and paving their path for sure. Um,
In a way, that gift came from her too, for them to live in the now, going through that experience with their partner and mom. Dad, especially the husband. It's like, let's don't waste time. Let's go for it a little bit more. Mm-hmm.
How beautiful. What a beautiful thing to share. Thank you very much for letting us know that. And she's always forever in their hearts as well.
Oh, and she was
Um,
a little ginger tabby. And that was that
oh, wow.
little ginger tabby and a little beetle bop. And I kept saying like it was a little light, like a little King Flint. And I love that. I feel like it is Milan, since you said that. And because the other card that came up with is this other little orange tabby, innocence, look too fresh. So I feel like it was a little visit from your little Milan.
Aw.
Very cute.
Well, I'm glad you were able to come in and catch that last reading there, Lizanne. I'm so happy that you were able to. It does look like we are out of time. I'm sorry if I didn't get to everybody, and all of your questions were just amazing. I really appreciate each and every, oh, sorry. Each and every one of you for asking your question. I'm sorry, I keep popping up the wrong thing. I'm trying to unstart people. But Mark, where will you be later today?
Today at 4 o'clock Eastern, I'll be on my channel, Spirit Whisperer, and I'll be there with my guides. And Saturdays, I take questions on any topic, so you can ask whatever you want.
Yeah, so if anybody has not
To about 5:30. Yeah.
gotten their questions answered today, please do go over and see Mark at Spirit Whisperer on YouTube. And please do go over and subscribe and hit the bell and like and put a comment in. We'd really appreciate that. Mark and I get together once a month, which is not often enough for me. I love it too, Mark. We always have such an amazing, expanded, really just an amazing in-depth kind of readings that you and I really get a hold of. And it's because of you all that are here asking your questions. You're very high energy, high level, high open-minded type of questions that really allow us to elaborate and to get the spirit guides to come in through us and to communicate to you through us as well. I just really feel so honored that you're here with me, Mark. I really do appreciate and respect all of your expertise.
I love it. I always look forward to it every time. I'm so glad we do it every month, and I just have a great time every time. We always have a nice variety of questions, because the show's as good as your questions. And so, that's where the show comes from, is from you guys and your questions. And I personally don't ever, I don't even look at the questions usually before they come up. So it's always a surprise to me. I always love going through it with you guys. It's like talking about living in the now and being in the moment. It's very much that. And it just really, it's a gift for me, really.
Yeah.
That you guys are here and bringing stuff.
So, Mark,
are you on again later?
Please make sure you subscribe to Mark Spirit Whisperer's channel. He has a lot of very interesting, very educational information and programs coming up. And make sure you're subscribed, because he'll notify you where what shows that are coming up. Also, where he will be. He's on other people's channels as well. And Mark is just an amazing wealth of knowledge. I absolutely love watching him. He's extremely entertaining and just such a great teacher too. It's so wonderful. It's just like the perfect storm.
Thank you, Joyful Journey. I'm hiring Jean too as my publicist.
I'm honored.
I'm a horrible self-promoter. I just am not good at it, but she's so sweet and so kind and always speaks the truth.
And you do private readings, and they can just email you at spiritwhisperer@gmail. Is that? Oh no, 88.
Spirit Whisper 88. Yeah, and then I'll just send you a little paper about what that, in case you can find out if you're interested or not. I just need you to send that email because I just don't post it for the world. Also, though, we also do readings for animals. I know a lot of you guys are animal lovers, and I just do animal readings on Mondays at 2 Eastern.
And that's animals that are here in this world and crossed, both.
Yeah, both ways. Yeah, they don't have to be dead.
Yeah, and that's
I like when there's live animal readings too.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, very nice. And if anybody would like a reading from me, simply just go to my website, sunpsychicjean.com, and you can check out what my offerings are there. I do change things up from time to time, and I do offer 15-minute readings if anybody just wants a follow-up. Cool. And I will also be on this afternoon at my friend Shane from Unbiased and on the Fence. I'll be over on his channel. I'll put it in my community tab so everybody will know. And tomorrow I will be at the Natural Living Expo, the Pathways Expo. It's a psychic fair, but it's a really big one in this area. And I will also be reading the room. On Monday, I will be with Gerald from Tarot Stash and Wisdom Seeker Joan on Joan's channel. And that's Monday, Indigenous Peoples Day. And it's also Canada's Thanksgiving Day as well.
Cool.
Yep. So yeah, I'm not sure if you're doing well. You'll be on Monday with the animals. So we'll have to do a little shout out for them. But please do check out Wisdom Seeker Joan's channel, because we'll be on there all day on Monday as well. We have another show after the one with Gerald from Tarot Stash. But we would just want to thank you, each and every one of you, for all of your support. It really means a lot to us, the support that you do in the chat, after the chat, and sharing this video. It really is very much appreciated. But have a wonderful afternoon, everybody.
Bye, guys. Love you. Thank you, Joyful Journey, for subscribing.